world. He's trying to change it for the better. Please give it up for 30 Seconds to Mars lead singer, great actor, my good friend, Jared Leto. Hey, man.
Hey.
It's good to have you back.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It's been a little while.
It has been a little while, yeah.
Now, we have to dive in and talk about this amazing video for A Beautiful Lie. It's the title track from your album. You shot it in a crazy place, just like, the last video you did.
Yeah.
And what are you trying to challenge yourself to go crazy? What are you trying to do?
Just racking up frequent flyer miles and having a good time. We went 200 miles north of the Arctic Circle to this really beautiful location called the Lulasat in Greenland. And we shot this video on glaciers and icebergs, and it was amazing. It was incredible, life-changing.
And how long had you been working on the video before you shot it?
Well, it was an idea that I had for about 2 years, and it was very difficult, as you can imagine. It's in case you're thinking of shooting a video in the Arctic, don't do it, okay? It's, trust me.
I know some of you were.
Well, yeah, I heard them up there earlier talking about...
There's some Inuits here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad joke.
But, there's an Inuit in the video. His name is Ulrich. He's the guy that speaks at the very beginning, and he actually was our ice and safety expert. And it's funny because we found this iceberg that they thought was safe enough to go on, and the thing's like, you know, the size of 5 football fields. And when you see an iceberg, only 10% of it is visible, and 90% of it's actually under the water. And so we're walking around on this thing, and he keeps stopping us, and he's very he's concerned because I want to go to the top, and he wants me to stay at the bottom.
Right.
And he kept saying something in Greenlandic, and I was like, finally, I was like, what is he saying? He's saying that he's terrified, and he's praying to his gods that he wants to get out of this place right now because he thinks he's going to die. But we were so excited to be there and to stand on the icebergs that we didn't think about the danger, but it was probably the dumbest thing that we've ever done and the most inspiring thing that we've ever done at the same time.
Wow, even more than going over to China.
You know, that was a very, very special experience, and but both of them are like, you know, phenomenal things. Usually when you shoot a video, it's just basically for lack of a better term, it's like a commercial for your album or your song. But for us, it's a chance to kind of have an experience and a journey that has a real deep and lasting impact on our lives.
Well, let's share that journey right now. Here's a look at this stunning video for A Beautiful Lie by 30 Seconds to Mars. Amazing stuff. You saw us premiere it here. That was 30 Seconds to Mars' new video, A Beautiful Lie. Now, on the website, abeautifullie.org, you have tips to tell people how to help the environment.
Yeah, I mean, the video is, in a sense, a commercial for a website that we launched, which is an environmentally themed, action-oriented, result-driven website where if people want to get involved, say, you know, there's a lot of people out there who, like us as a band, you know, we weren't the most informed. We were pretty much naive. We were definitely guilty as sin, and you know, we went into this project, you know, as not as experts. You know, we're obviously not scientists. We went into it with an open mind, trying to learn. And I know there's a lot of people out there that want to be involved, but they really don't know where to start. So Beautiful Lie is a conduit. It's really just a way to channel people into action and to being part of the solution rather than the problem.
It's really, really cool. It's so crazy, that video.
Thank you very much. It was. I watch it right now, and so many memories come back. You know, it's more than just a music video. It's like looking at, you know, a scrapbook of a really important...
Ice, snow, ice, snow.
Yeah.
Lots of snow.
Cold, blue.
Cold.
There was a moment, though, I was standing on top of the iceberg there, and next to me was this 250-foot cliff. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I'm standing on top of this cliff for a good half of the video, and the sun came out behind the clouds, and it was just beautiful. My brother was about half a football field away, and Toma was down on the side, and I look out, and out of the ocean comes a giant humpback whale and crashes into the water, and it was just like one of those moments where you're just so happy to be alive and so grateful to have the experience. Don't cry. I know.
You suck doing cool stuff.
I
All right, let's shift gears to the other thing you do, act in major motion pictures.
Sometimes.
Yes, Chapter 27. We've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
And it's coming out March 28th.
Yeah.
And it's the story of Mark David Chapman, who, as everyone knows, the man who killed John Lennon. So, you a big Beatles fan?
Yeah, I am a big Beatles fan, and a big fan of you know, human beings in general, and you know, it's sad. This film really examines the mind of a madman. It really examines insanity, madness.
And you went full tilt with this character. I mean, we've seen the pictures. The pictures are all over the place, and you gained what 60 pounds?
It's 67 pounds.
You got.
But who's counting?
You got sick.
Yeah.
You got sick trying to get the weight up. Now, when Robert De Niro did The Untouchables, he said he could tell you all the best Italian restaurants, you know, to go gain the weight. So, what did you eat the most of to gain the weight?
My secret concoction was actually every night before I went to bed, I would eat all day. I would force feed myself all day, which wasn't fun. I mean, a lot of people ask me, was it enjoyable at all? And it was not. I mean, it was just a constant barrage of just force feeding myself. But my secret was I would melt a pint or two, depending on how much I would throw up after I drank it. I would melt a pint or two of Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream, and then put olive oil and soy sauce into it, and then drink it. And you know, if you drink that before you go to bed too, is a good time if you're interested in gaining weight. I don't know if you happen to be a sumo wrestler or something.
Been thinking about it.
But it's funny to talk about now, but in reality, it was a very, very, you know, important part of the process of the preparation for the character and the transformative nature of the role. And, you know, it indicated a lot about who this guy was. And what it did for me is it changed the way that I walked. It changed the way that I talked. It changed the way that even that I laughed. So it was really important and informative.
It's really heavy. The film is really heavy, and you are not. You are awesome. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out.
Thanks,
you know, you all have this record, so I don't even have to pimp it. A Beautiful Lie, 30 Seconds to Mars. Go check out Chapter 27. We got not one, but 2 video premieres in the way, so stay in your seats. Jared Leto, everybody. Hi. Good to have you.